Council of the Town of Kindersley, having established quorum, resolves to call the February 24th, 2020 regular meeting of council to order at 5:01 p.m. Need a mover and a seconder. Chris. Elise. All in favor? Carried. Okay. Anybody notice anything on the consent agenda they want to move into the regular agenda? There was a little bit of correspondence, nothing too earth-shattering that I could see. Seeing none, we will move on to 2.2, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley resolves to adopt the agenda for the February 24th, 2020 regular meeting of council as presented, and that a copy of this agenda be attached to and form part of the minutes of this meeting. Mover and seconder, please. All in favor? Okay. Anybody see anything on the agenda they want to declare a conflict of interest on? Seeing none. Move on to 4.1, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley resolves, whereas the time being 5:02 p.m., that the regular meeting of council be adjourned to a confidential in-camera meeting. Mover, seconder again, please. Randy Geary. All in favor? Okay. Okay, agenda item 7.1, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley resolves to direct the Mayor and CAO to enter into an airport lease agreement with Kindersley Airspray Ltd. regarding Lot 4 of the Kindersley Regional Airport. Pass that through to Deputy Administrator Vogel.
Okay, so this is just a lease agreement for Lot 4 out at the Kindersley Regional Airport. This lot had expired, so this lease agreement is our standardized agreement. It's a 2-year term. It actually would begin back January 1st of 2020, and it will end December 31st of 2022. All the terms basically are in our airport bylaw, so there's nothing I guess outstanding or different in regards to this agreement. So we're just looking for a resolution to enter into an agreement with Advanced Aviation Kindersley Airspray.
Okay. Any questions, Council? Seeing none, could I have a mover and a seconder for the motion, please? Councilor Baker, second. Councilor Becker. All in favor? Okay. And 7.2, again, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley resolves to direct the Mayor and CAO to enter into an airport lease agreement with Kindersley Airspray Ltd. regarding Lot 14 at the Kindersley Regional Airport. Same.
So basically the same thing. It's a lease that expired as well, Lot 14, so it's again the same standardized agreement, and it's a 2-year term, beginning January 1st, 2020, ending December 31st, 2022.
Okay. Again, I need a mover and a seconder if there's no questions. Elise and Randy, all in favor? Thank you. And agenda item 7.3, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley resolves to approve policy AP001, being the zero tolerance and unacceptable behavior policy, and policy AP001 shall be authorized for immediate implementation, and that policy AP001 shall supersede any previous zero tolerance policy, and that the final approved copy of policy AP-001 shall be attached to and form part of these minutes. And I would first pass this through to CAO Audrey to comment on, please.
Okay, so this was as per your request at the February 10th meeting that we had done a new zero tolerance and unacceptable behavior policy for the West Central Event Center. We did combine them into one policy, so it oversees both zero tolerance and unacceptable behavior in the facilities. So what's in there now is there are some specific, and they're listed separately to the West Central Event Center, Aquatic Center, and I do believe it's also got like the outdoor rinks, the spray park, and those kind of things in there. This document will be really a living document, so if something changes or something new comes up, that we can just amend it and bring it back to council if new things start arising that we find as unacceptable or that type of thing. And then again, at the back is the schedule for the penalties for whether it's zero tolerance or unacceptable behavior, first, second, third acts type of thing.
Any questions or thoughts on this?
That was more with what you were.
Yeah.
I think it covers what we discussed in the previous meeting, and I think it gives us a solid guideline. This was arrived at through consultation with Carl and Chantel and
Melissa as well, Jenna as well, Chelsea.
so
Yeah.
we had our input into this. It's a roadmap, and we are going to be getting some signage up, I believe, especially in the rink. And believe me, having spent a fair bit of time in rinks around the country here lately, they're all getting signage, tolerant, not only referees but staffing and disruptive behavior. It's pretty common ground now. Councillor Becker.
Yeah, this comes down to like parents with their children and not, being disrespectful to all the town staff. And really, it's a privilege to have those facilities and have use of them, so don't abuse them or you won't be allowed to use them, or your kid. And we got zero tolerance for it. And we're not going to listen to your excuses.
There has to be, the parental supervision too, because the staff just has neither the time nor do they get the respect to do this. It's not their mandate it's their mandate to keep things under control. So
It's not daycare.
no, it's not daycare for sure.
I believe parents have to be responsible too, and everything starts at home. Behavior, attitudes, everything starts at home. You don't go to the rink and act like that just because. So parents have to take responsibility too.
Any other, ready for the question? I would ask, first of all, I guess I need a mover and a seconder, so Councillor Lance. Second, Councillor Becker. All in favor? Carried. Bylaw is done. We will sign it later. Okay. Agenda item 8.1, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley resolves to accept as submitted the list of accounts as paid by the Town of Kindersley and in the amount of $778,192.58, and that a copy of said accounts be attached to and form a part of the minutes of this meeting. Did you get any questions from council?
I did not get any, council. I did send everyone the breakdown of the TDVs that was missed on here, but I did not get any individual questions on any.
Sounds like a lot of money, but $514,000 of it is for the lagoon expansion.
I just,
Other than that, it was pretty normal. Any questions that you can see on it, council? That you didn't ask? Yeah, I didn't. These checks look familiar, so I think I signed them all today, so I didn't see anything when I went through them. So I guess what we need is a mover and a seconder for Baker. Second, Mayor. All in favor? Okay, agenda item 9.1, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley resolves to approve the consent agenda, which includes a few items, correspondence from the EK Water Board pumping report for January, and we just had a meeting this week for mid last week, I guess, down in Aston on that. Maltese fire inspections, which is their service outline for 2020, RCMP for January to December 2019 and January 2020, and as we said, we will be meeting with Staff Sergeant Blay tomorrow. Sask Water operational reports for January and February. Morris Environmental, our annual groundwater monitoring report for 2019, and the Worley Landfill annual operating report for 2019. And the Kindersley Library Board per capita notification for February of 2020, which is just our bill, I guess. Based on per capita anyways. Any questions on that, Council? If not, could I have a mover and a seconder, please, for the report? Chris? All in favor? Okay.
Here, I'll take those, you take that.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
That's the wrong one. Move right on to 13.1, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley resolves that all business having been concluded, the February 24th, 2020 regular meeting of council be involved, oh my goodness, 6:12 p.m. It's all-